What is the difference between Java and C languages? There are 9 differences. It's not one difference. Java is object oriented while C is procedural. Different paradigms. That is, most differences between the features of the two languages arise due to the use of different programming paradigms. C breaks down to functions while Java breaks down to objects. C is more procedure oriented while Java is data oriented. The second thing, Java is an interpreted language while C is a compiled language. It's not full interpreted, but it's semi interpreted. It's a mix between interpretation and compilation. We all know that a compiler does. It takes your code and translates it into something the machine can understand. That is to say 0 and 1's machine language. That is exactly what happens with our C code. It gets compiled. While the code is first transformed to what is called the bytecode. This bytecode is then executed by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. For the same reason, Java code is more portable. Number 3, C is a low level language while Java is a high level language. C is low level language, different interpretation for the user, closer significance to the machine level code, while Java is a high level language, abstracted from the machine level details, closer significance to the program itself or the programmer. Number 4, C uses the top down, sharp and smooth approach, while Java uses the bottom up on the rocks approach. In C, formulating the program begins by defining the whole and then splitting them into smaller elements. Java and C++ and other OOP object-oriented programming language follows the bottom-up approach where the smaller elements combine together to form the whole. Number 5, pointer go backstage in Java while C requires explicit handling of pointers. When it comes to Java, we don't need the asterisk or the pointers and the and or the ampersand signs to deal with pointer and their addressing. More formally, there is no pointer syntax required in Java. It does what it needs to do. While in Java, we do create references or references for objects. Number 6, the behind the scenes memory management with Java and the user based memory management in C. Remember malloc and free, those are the library calls used in C to allocate and free chunks of memory for specific data, specified using the keyword size of. Hence, in C, the memory is managed by the user, while Java uses the garbage collector that deletes the objects that no longer have any references to them. Number 7, Java supports method overloading, while C does not support overloading at all. Java supports function or method overloading, that is, we can have two or more functions with the same name with certain varying parameters like return types to allow the machine to differentiate between them. That is to say, we can overload methods with the same name having different method signature. Java, unlike C++, does not support operator overloading, while C does not allow overloading at all. No overloading at C language. Number 8. Unlike C, Java does not support preprocessors. Unlike C, Java does not support preprocessors and does not realize them. The preprocessor directives like include and define, etc., are considered one of the most essential elements of C programming. However, there are no preprocessors in Java. Java uses other alternatives for the preprocessors, for instance, public static final. is used instead of the defined preprocessor. Java maps classes names to a directory and file structure instead of the include used to include files in C. The last one, number 9. The ninth thing, the standard input output functions, although the difference might not hold any conceptual significance, but it is maybe just the tradition. C uses the printf and scanf functions as its standard input outputs, while Java uses the system.out.print and system resources and information read function. Number 10, exception handling in Java and the crashes in C. When an error occurs in Java programs, it results in an exception being thrown. It can then be handled using various exception handling techniques, while in C, if there is an error, there is an error. This is the references, link references. If there is any question, don't hesitate to ask or reflect down in the comments, and I will write a comment or create a video for responding you. Don't forget to share and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Thanks for watching and listening.